Hey, what's going on YouTube? Today I'm coming to you with a video that I've been planning and thinking about for several months, and I've decided that it was just time to rip the band-aid off and record it. If you are one of the people who kept watching after the end of FFBE Global version, you probably noticed that my video output has just gone way down. There's honestly a lot of reasons for that. Frankly, my life has gone through a lot of changes in the past year, and I don't want to say that these are excuses, but the reality is that changes like these have really led me to check my priorities, and I've made a lot of adjustments to my life that frankly have put streaming and oftentimes even just having time for gaming on the back burner, let alone having time to edit and plan videos. Everything from getting a dog, moving into a house, taking a trip to Yellowstone over the summer, and now all of a sudden having a high schooler who does like 4 activities a week and a 5th grader who does multiple dance classes and music classes at school. Like, things are just super busy these days. And like I said, overall my priorities have just been shifting from not that parenting wasn't important before, but like there's just so much more going on with parenting and relationships, and most recently some shifts in my personal spiritual life that are all just simply more important than taking time to play a game. My priorities have just really shifted. There's been days where I'm waiting for my high schooler to come home from an activity, and it's time to stream, and it's like, I don't want to start streaming if she's not home yet, because like, what if she gets locked out of the house, or what if she needs something and I'm not available, because now all of a sudden she's spending so much time out of the house, and I just didn't feel good streaming when that could happen. But there's also just been days where I'm so exhausted from all of this that I've just been falling asleep sometimes before 10 o'clock with all the lights on. And the reality is I'm not a spring chicken anymore. But just within the scope of this channel and streaming and videos, I just think I've reached a point where with all of that, I just don't have anything that I want to say anymore. Like, at least about gaming. Like, there are things that I certainly care about and I'm passionate about right now, but they're so different from gaming that I just didn't feel like it'd be appropriate to really dig into that on this channel when the folks that are here because of gaming, and so I didn't really feel like it was appropriate to really even share some of that, and so I haven't. And the reality is I've never found a game that was quite like FFBE that I really wanted to dig my teeth into and like devote time to like educating. I tried with Hollow Knight, but like there's other people out there who do it better, and that's the reality of the streaming community and the gaming YouTube community. Like, it's just, you know, there's better people, and that is not to say that I'm bad. It's just like there's better folks, there's more folks. Let them have it. I don't have the passion for it like I used to. But I wanna just say that, like, you know, the reality is that's not a bad thing. It's just time to be done. Sometimes we change and we're done. And speaking of change, I want to show you, you know, where we started. Where we started was this young, enthusiastic man in his basement. Look at him. He has no beard. He's got short hair with fewer gray hairs. He's got like no wrinkles on his face. And he's so full of enthusiasm about his first ever YouTube video talking about this passion project that he cared about. I don't even own that shirt anymore, but I still have my hoodie, although with my camera settings being better now it actually looks like the color that it really is, instead of that kind of like brown color that was in that picture. But the reality is that what I care about and what I want to put energy into has just changed. And that's not a bad thing. Growth is not a bad thing. And I wanted to just take a couple minutes to formally say thank you to everybody who's been here over time, and to the majority of you, goodbye, at least for now. But a few statistics that I wanted to share, because you guys know I really like numbers. My most viewed video ever, and this actually surprised me, was a Final Fantasy Brave Exvius video, How to Survive the Damage of Safer Sephiroth, had over 8.5 thousand views. Now, I know in the grand scheme of things, that is a small number compared to other streamers and gamers. But when you think about like, when I think about like who I was as a person and what who I interacted with in my life at that point, and what I thought I was capable of, that would not have been on my list. I will say overall on the channel, we had 331,769 views as of the time of this recording, which again, for me, seemed like something that was not really going to be possible, and kind of blows my mind. At the time this video is recorded, I have 1,782 subscribers, and at the highest point in the channel, we had 1,884. So we've honestly lost 102 subscribers since FFBE closed. That's what that really is people have just like disappeared or fallen off, you know, in combination of just your subscription actually ends. So if you care about a channel and you want to stay subscribed, make sure you're engaging regularly. If you don't engage, you fall off. But then also people just dropped off because I wasn't doing content that they wanted to see, which is the other reason that I didn't really want to just start showing you other things that I cared about. I didn't want to, like, people came here for gaming. They didn't come here for my discussions about like interesting features of plants, which is something that I care about. Kind of interesting. I recorded 595 videos. This video makes 596, so almost 600 videos, which is kind of exciting. But I only did 3 live streams on YouTube. I did not care for the way you like create the stream and then activate the stream. It's way more complicated to stream to YouTube than it is to stream to Twitch. So like if you're thinking, man, which one do I want to do if I'm not a very tech savvy person, Twitch is way easier to stream to than YouTube. Now I don't know which one's like better to, but like easier to, ease of access, Twitch all the way. I didn't really enjoy that process, so I didn't do it here. But the 3 that I did do were part of my favorite videos that I did on this channel, which was the Beige Carpet After Party live stream reviews for Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. The conversations and the community and the chuckles and like being able to talk to people was like what really got me going on this channel. Like yes, I cared about like teaching and mechanics of FFBE, and like discussing like how to beat things on a budget, but like what really got me going was like just interacting with people who also cared about and were passionate about it. And whether it was folks who were super knowledgeable, or people who just had like a really interesting opinion, or people who like were just like new and interested and just cared. Like talking about FFBE was just like my favorite thing about this channel. And so yeah, all in all, I've had a ton of fun over time, and I learned a lot about myself along the way. I learned a lot about like technology and broadcasting and like finding your voice, and I even tried to help some people along the way who did not take my advice, but that's okay. But all that said, like it's just time to be done. Do I have any regrets? One of the big regrets that I have is that I started a process that I'm not going to finish on this channel, and that is that I never finished playing Silksong. The truth is that I'm still playing Silksong. I was only playing while I was streaming, and because my stream schedule got so messed up, like as excited as I was about it, like I just don't have time to devote to it because I can't stream because I'm busy with other stuff. I have not streamed on Twitch since Thanksgiving Day of 2025. So because of that, like, and I'm only streaming for like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours tops. Like it takes a long time to explore and poke around, and you do your first live playthrough of a game like Silksong, which is, you know, a fairly challenging game. So on top of that, just like things just take a long time, and so I haven't finished it. But in fact, someone commented recently on Discord, you're still playing that? Like people have been done with that for months. I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry that my priorities and being a parent get in the way of me streaming and gaming, but that's just the way it is. Like now though, since I'm not going to be streaming and recording it, I can just beat it on my own time and enjoy it casually without the pressure of my schedule. And I'm really looking forward to that. But like I've been so busy that I haven't even played the Final Fantasy Tactics remake. And like those of you who were around during my streams know, like that is something that I was super excited about for a long time. I haven't even bought it yet. And like I haven't, that blows my mind, because my favorite game of all time right, got remade, remastered, and I haven't even bought it yet. Just because I've been busy with other things. I wanted to devote my time to Silksong, and that didn't get to happen. So too much on my plate, and I'm ready to like scale back a little bit. Even though like this is gonna sound weird, like even though I haven't been doing the work of making videos and things like that, like in my headspace, it still exists. Oh, I'm supposed to stream tonight. Oh, I'm supposed to be working on that video that I was working on that I'm never gonna release now because like what's the point? Like I'm not, there's no channel, there's no one watching, like whatever. So like just not having that in my headspace is going to free up a lot of time and mental energy for other things, but also for actually enjoying what I'm doing casually. So that's good. Things that I'm really thankful for, though, as far as streaming and YouTube goes, I'm really thankful for friends that I made along the way, connections to people that I never thought I would make. I've talked about this before. I had a viewer who lived in Portugal who on Christmas Day 2023 like invited me into their home to like show me their traditions and like their meal they were making and like introduced me to their family, and it was just like such a treat to like meet somebody randomly that I had interactions with, and they're like showing me off on video call to their family. Like it's just like it's such a cool experience. I met people in New Zealand, I met people in Indonesia, virtually of course, you know, and people all across the United States. People I could never have imagined that was something that I was going to get to do. I could never have imagined that I was going to host a like 5 or 6 hour long live stream with like 20 other people from my living room. Like I could have never imagined this was something that I was going to be doing if you had asked me about that when I was in high school. Like, is this, you know, are you going to like be hosting this massive project? No, I can't. I would never have. It was just incredible. The laughs, the times, the fun times with games, and like the struggle bus moments. All of that's been fun. And I also want to just say there were some times where money was really tight. Like I'm talking like down to pennies in the account. And then all of a sudden, like a YouTube payment came in, and I was like, "Oh, I can buy groceries." Like it was a rough year there for a little bit, and like money from Twitch and YouTube like bought me some groceries a couple of times and got me things that I needed, and when I needed it most, and that was incredible. But also just like the opportunity to learn new things and push myself to grow into things that I would never have done. And didn't think were possible, which for those of you who stuck around know, like my tattoo that I got, which is a Hollow Knight tattoo, I got because of a thing that I challenged myself to do because I felt confident in after like working through playing Hollow Knight like at a I'm not going to say like a high level of play, but higher than I thought would be possible, and accomplishing something that I thought would never be possible. The tattoo reminds me like that things that seem insurmountable are not insurmountable, and I hope that you all learn that too. For those of you who know how to find me in real life or in digital platforms that I'm still going to be on, this is not the end. I'm still going to exist in a few places when this is all done. I still exist on Facebook because, let's face it, I'm old, and that's how old people interact. But I also do use Facebook for other things like family members and communication and stuff like that. So like that's not going away. And I'm also going to continue to exist on Discord as Gerrtt84. So if you want to connect with me and you don't know me in any other capacity, I would recommend to actually like become a friend on Discord and not just be a part of my server if you're wanting to maintain contact, because I do plan on closing my server as well. Since we're not gaming and posting videos and there's nothing really to communicate like that we communicate regularly on, I'm going to be closing that down. I'm also gonna be like withdrawing from some of the other servers that I was in that aren't really relevant anymore. You know, so if you want to remain contacted, I would say actually like connect as a friend on Discord, especially if you want to play a game, because I am still planning on playing games from time to time. If you want to play something together and you want to be able to communicate and chat and whatnot, like by all means, yeah, like connect with me on Discord. But as for like YouTube and Twitch and like X and Reddit, like I'm gonna close all those accounts because all of it was basically just like I'm using these as a way to interact with the FFBE community and gaming communities, and like I'm not here for that anymore. So, yeah, I'm going to close all those down. And the reality is that I may actually show up again on YouTube as another persona, like as myself, focused on something else entirely, but that's going to be like down the road. I've got too many other things that I'm worried about right now. And it's not going to be related to games at all. So like, I just thought it'd be best to just close this entity down. I'm going to leave the page up for a little while, the channel, just because I do want to go back and like see if there's any videos that I want to save that like were special memories for me, or but as far as like new posts and new content, after this video we're done posting new stuff on YouTube. So yeah, if you've ever watched a video, including this one, liked the video, subscribed to videos, shared a video, commented, chatted, came to a stream, shook my hand and gave me a hug in LA, supported this channel in any capacity, like I just want to say thank you. Like, this has been a journey that I never thought would be something that would be possible for me. And I'm not like even claiming that I'm some like big success, but like success is relative. You know, when you think you're this nerdy kid who has nothing to say and no friends, and never gonna amount to anything except for just like going to college, which is a big deal. But like, you know, when you never think that you're gonna become big in any capacity, and then like all of a sudden, you know, people are talking about something that you did, or like tagging you in a comment on something because you had something to say about it, or like, you know, tapping you on the shoulder at a convention because they know your face. Like, it's an interesting experience. And so like I would say like that was not something that I ever thought I'd be doing when I was a young person, and definitely not even as a middle-aged person. And that's been in a lot of ways life-changing. So thank you. If you know me where to find me, if you know how to find me, and you want to, please do. If you've got questions about this process or what I've got going on next, you know, feel free to ask. I'll discuss that. I just don't necessarily feel like blasting it out on a video. And I'm gonna leave you with a quote. And if you know where it's from, then good on you. All we have to decide is what to do with the time that's given to us. With that, I'm gonna say just thank you again. Be good to each other. Take care. Ending videos the same way I always do, but this time saying farewell.